What's up, guys? I think she was practicing mining because she wasn't really telling us shit. So yeah, it's gonna be 2/3 cup of cottage cheese. I did a tablespoon of vanilla after this. She asked for a teaspoon, but she wasn't really talking, and I did my own thing because I like vanilla and stuff. So I did a tablespoon of vanilla, but you could do a teaspoon like she asked. I did 2 eggs, tablespoon of coffee, and 4 tablespoons of maple syrup because I couldn't find my cup. I mean, my fourth of cup. So 4 tablespoons equals a fourth of cup. So, that's what we did. And then you blend it together. I will use a bigger one because, yeah, it barely fit. I was barely able to close it. I got one of those wives that like to throw things away if you don't use them every 2 seconds. So yeah, kind of down a big one, but I got this little one. We'll make it work. Still love her to death. Uh, but yeah, I'm kind of just on my, you guys know, I'm on my little fitness diet stuff, trying to get my diet right, get a little more proteins, less carbs, less sugars, just kind of trying to eat a little better. And these protein pancakes are the way. I mean, I said pancakes. Oh Lord, brownies. I was thinking about making some protein pancakes. That's why it came out of my brain. Because I actually like those cottage cheese ones. Okay, back to the video. My bad. Here are the eggs. And then after that, I do the coffee. Like I said, use a bigger one because it barely closed. I got so lucky that it closed. So lucky that it closed. Me and my wife looked at it like, yeah, I don't know if that's finna work. But it worked. And that's all that matters. Fun fact, I finished solo leveling finally, and that shit was the fighting scenes are just so good. Like they are so good. Wait, did I already finish? Did I already tell you guys I finished solo leveling? Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, I finished it. I'm about to start Fire Force. You guys know me. I need it to be dubbed. I be working. I be doing videos, editing my videos. I just do a lot. So it's kind of better for me to watch it dubbed just so I can actually pay attention and know what's going on. I love my anime and I need to know what's going on. But yeah, let this blend up. I stay getting sidetracked about anime with you guys. Comment down below favorite animes, all your favorite characters. Let's just have a convo down low. Let's just make this a little Discord in the comment section. Everyone have fun. Hopefully one day I can start a Discord, get a little following, but I'm not really too focused on that. I just want to have fun with you guys, cook some food, have a little journey. We talking chat. I mean, we talking comment section. I hope we enjoy ourselves. Like, subscribe, the regular stuff. I'm not really gonna tell you guys to do that stuff regularly because, like I said, I'm not really here for the extra stuff. I'm just kind of here, have a little community. Everyone knows they got someone on their side, even if it's online. And yeah, just here for a good time and cooking. But yeah, I ended up not using almond flour because I don't know, I just don't like the taste of almond flour. So I kind of tried to like use regular. It's either a I don't know. I think it's regular flour, and I tried to get it all fine like the almond flour was. And then I'm gonna add my sugar. I didn't do all brown sugar because we have like the cheap brown sugar and we're kind of just trying to use it until it's gone. But yeah, I did half a cane sugar and then half a brown sugar instead of just doing all brown sugar like she asked. You're gonna want about a fourth a cup of whatever sugar you wanted. She also put in her description coconut sugar. I don't know. Nope. I don't. Nope. That's all I got. Nope. Nope. And then you're gonna do a third cup unsweetened cocoa powder. And I'm sure everyone got this. I went to go buy some and then came home and then realized I had a full one because my wife had made some little TikTok brownies a few months ago with my siblings, and we still had a full thing. So I bought one for no reason. So now we got two that are just gonna sit up there. Everyone got these problems. Whisk it together. Got Mjolnir on me. Keep them stacked. Keep them ready. Mix it, mix it, mix it. I'm just breaking up little brown sugar clumps. You know, like you get that like cheap bag brown sugar, it just all comes in a clump. Yeah, that's the life we live. But that's what I use my whole life, so I'm probably gonna continue to use it. Like I said, I think we might be upgrading to a little better one just because we're trying to eat less refined and what's the word? Process was the word I was looking for. You just got a brain fart and you can't think of something. Yeah, that's what I just had. Yeah, I was totally blanking on that. But yeah, just give it a mix until it's all nicely blended together. I'm assuming you kind of just want to treat it like regular brownies. You don't want to overdo it, but you want to make sure it's nicely combined. I got rid of the little chunks that were in my thing. That was, I don't even, oh, that was salt. Always got hit your brownies with a little bit of salt, bring out that chocolate flavor. Regular type cooking advice from your cooking extraordinaire. I'm just talking right now. Baking powder. I believe I did a teaspoon of baking powder. Yeah, it was a teaspoon of baking powder. Oh no, half a teaspoon of baking soda. My bad. I had to go back and recheck. That was my fault. But yeah, you mix it together. Obviously, I forgot to put those in before I mixed. Fun fact about this channel is we forget stuff all the time. Yeah, cameras, ingredients. I probably should change my name to Forgetfullettuce because that's what I be doing. I forget. And then you get your blended good goods. Yeah, I'm not saying like Hulk couldn't open this, but it was pretty on there. As you see, a super full, and then you just pour it in there. Again, I would use the bigger one. Kind of underestimated and didn't have any other one to use except for like my Ninja blender, which is like 400 times what I needed. But yeah, hopefully I get a bigger one of those so I could just do that. But yeah, mix it together. You want to make sure it looks like hers. It isn't all dry. It kind of still has some like motion to it. So far, mine does not look like it's going to do that. I don't think flour was the call, but we live and we learn, and we kind of just go from there because that's all we could do. I'm not crying or anything, but we'll try again sometime because I don't think it's supposed to look like this. It didn't look like hers. Hers was all like moist. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is mud. I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, this isn't. I think this is too thick, but off to the races because that's what we do. We just keep it pushing. You smile through the pain. Smile through the pain. I don't even know what I'm doing right now, guys. Oh my god, I'm hoping that it's gonna come back, but it didn't come back. So I got my baking pan, my brownie pan, put some parchment paper on it. I really don't ever do this. I'm not gonna lie. I most of the time just spray with some Pam. But this stuff was so thick, I didn't know what I yeah, I don't know. So I was like, I'll just put it in this. It'll be a little safer. I could pull it out and we'll be all good. But as you see, oh my god, it is so I don't think it is supposed to even kind of look like this. But you live and you learn. Like I love to say. Another one of my good sayings is so far so good. You know what I mean? I got that from that Hateful Eight. I love that. Wait, was it the Hateful Eight? Yeah, Magnificent Seven. Yeah, I think it was the Magnificent Seven with Denzel Washington, uh, Chris Pratt, the yeah, Ethan Hawke. Yeah, that movie, Magnificent Seven. Yeah, it's from that movie. I love that saying. So far, so good. It's just a good saying, because it's only bad when it's bad. You gotta keep your head up and just keep it pushing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't. I'm talking to be talking. I think I'm nervous because the brownie batter turned out horrifically, and I don't know what it's gonna turn out like when I cook it. But yeah, I tasted the batter. It tasted like brownie batter. I don't like this cottage cheese thing is really blowing my mind because outside of baking it and stuff like this, I hate cottage cheese. The texture, the way it tastes, like everything about it. But this is the second time I'll put cottage cheese in something. You don't taste the cottage cheese. It's actually pretty close to what you're making, and it's a good little ingredient to add some protein and stuff. I know I keep talking about protein, but like I promise you can't tell I eat protein. I promise. Yeah. But yeah, that's why we working on ourselves, huh? That's why we're working on ourselves. But yeah, back to the brownies. I got it. I got the oven preset at 350, I believe. She said for about 18 to 22 minutes, I believe. So I started off with 18. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to do the chocolate chips on the inside. I just did a little chocolate chips on top because I didn't have any mini chocolate chips, and I'm not really like a double chocolate brownie type person, so I just did on top. Oh, the reveal! Yeah, I don't. Mine look nothing like hers. Mine look like the insulation foam inside of houses. That's what mine looks like. Oh my god, yeah, this did not. But like I say, we live and we learn. And then I cooked the camera angle. Okay, I fixed it. Woo! I almost cooked everything just now. That was good. Yeah. This is literal rubber. I don't know if it was the flour. I'm assuming it was the flour. I do also think I put a little too much flour because I was trying to sift and I forgot to remeasure. So I think I did like a cup and a quarter of flour, and this literally looks like a tire. Oh my, yeah, that's
No, God, please, no.
Have you ever memory foam? That's what it felt like biting into this. It was yeah, like the flavor was there. It just was poorly executed. We got to remake it. Yep. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had a good time. Have a good one. See you next time.